Hello, and welcome to episode 1 of the daily podcast, The Stevens Playbook. Today is, what is today? December 31st, the last day of 2024, and we're about ready to start a journey onto something great. So here we're going to share our highs and lows. We're going to tell you the story, and you'll see it unfold as we go. It's a kind of inside look at every action, every thought, every win, every loss, and it'll be something to look back at for sure. Tell us about you know what? I didn't introduce myself. I'm Michael.
I'm Matt.
And we're the Stevens Bros.
Woo.
What's our vision? What's our goal?
I think we'll just start off by saying the goal is really, we started this podcast so that we can really take a step and see exactly where we're going in the future. So we're going to document everything, just like Michael just said. You know, our plan is literally to see every step and reflect upon each mistake that we make, and then you guys can see, like, man, those guys are quite inexperienced, but then as we progress further on, it gets better and better.
Yeah, so best time to plant a tree 20 years ago, second best time today. We have no idea what we're doing with this whole podcast thing, but what we do know is you gotta start somewhere, and this is it. So
it just happens to be New Year's too, so it makes it perfect to start off with. For 2025.
Yep. So you got any resolutions you want to talk about?
I don't even know where to start.
A lot of resolutions.
Yeah. I've literally quit my job and I've taken the biggest leap of faith of this year to say that I want to do something different with life. And then my brother and I we had the same goals, same aspirations, and so we kind of like teamed up, unified.
We'll do it again. Bam. You saw the zap, didn't you?
Yeah. I know for me, big thing is I want to do a bodybuilding show. Something I've never done before. And I would like to see how far I can push myself. It requires so much discipline. And I've spent the past 2 years, exactly 2 years, documenting every single day of my macros, the workouts I did, and the steps. And I've documented the good, the bad, all of it. And it takes a lot of discipline. And I realized I didn't have as much discipline as I thought I did at first. And so this year, I have 2 years of experiences and 2 years of failures, and I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah. We've got a history of going on with the challenges. As we go through these next 2 years, you'll see bigger and bigger, better, harder challenges. What we've done in the past, I think it was, 2022? 2021, 2022, around there. We started off with a half Ironman, and that was by far the hardest thing ever. And then the next challenge was a 50-mile ultra marathon. It
was 75 hard.
That's true. We did
75 hard, and then the 50-mile ultra.
Mm-hmm. 75 hard's a beast. The ultra as well. We did the 50-miler, and each of these took a whole year, really, of training and prepping mentally, physically. Putting together plans, and really have been growing throughout the whole process. I know, like, looking back at it, it took a lot of discipline, but there's still a long way to go in terms of discipline. I know starting with doing this every day is going to take significant amount of discipline just to put together thoughts and talk about what's going on in life, because a daily update is hard to do if you're not doing anything daily. So what the goal is to make it worthwhile, so that we can look back at this and other people can look back at this and say, how did the Stevens Bros get to where they are now? And luckily we have that journey documented so that we can say this is exactly how we got to where we are. So
Yeah. And during our podcast, we're gonna have conversations with you guys and with each other and bounce ideas off each other and just see where it goes.
Yeah. So, in the interest of time for everybody, we'll cut it here. I don't want to just ramble about whatever just to make time on the podcast, because I want this to be worthwhile for you guys. And also, when we look back at this, I don't want to spend hours and hours and hours watching, listening to video and sound that doesn't go anywhere. So
I can only see his face so many times in the video before.
yeah, it's anyways. Thanks for listening, and look forward to some big things. We'll have some big announcements, and welcome to our journey. Stephen Bros.